Yo, this video will help explain and break down ports. When you first dock at a port, it can seem like a lot. Let's start with the fixed menu of your ship and the tabs below. At the top, you can make a custom name for your ship, which no one else sees, so it's more for your own organization. Next, you see your ship's durability, which is basically its health, and as you get better ships, you'll have integrity underneath that. A ship will have a certain amount of times you can be sunk before you have to repair your integrity. If you use up all your integrity, you cannot repair your durability past halfway. You'll need to use resources instead of gold to repair your integrity by clicking on the icon on the left side of it. The cost changes with each ship. Below that shows the armor, speed, and maneuverability, which is specific for each ship. Going further down, you'll see the hold/warehouse, which is the main area you'll use in this section of the port. On the top left, it will show the hold weight, or your ship's weight. The left number shows how much weight you actually have on your ship, and the right shows your max weight. Holding more than your max weight will significantly slow down your ship, and possibly not even be able to move. Moving down, there are 3 boxes for consumables. Clicking one of these boxes will open up the consumables section with a lot listed. Don't get overwhelmed with the options, but instead look for the few cheap ones. The wooden patches, small additional sails, black double powder, and the blue and red signal flares each simply cost a little gold. Next is the ammunition section. This is where you pull cannons and barrels over from the right side onto your ship. Keep an eye on your weight at the top, since ammo can get heavy, especially heated shots and barrels. Below is a resource section, which holds everything else on your ship. There is only a limit on your weight, not space, so you can technically carry one of everything if it isn't too heavy. At the very bottom, you can see a speed bonus or penalty, depending on the weight you are carrying, as well as losses from sinking percentage, which can change depending on upgrades. Now on the right side is your warehouse that is on this specific port. All the ports share ammo storage, but not resource storage. First icon you'll see on the top right would be the cog wheels, which are a few handy settings to look at. All of these settings are settings for when you enter the port, not to be confused for sailing around. Beginning out, choosing to not set your sails seems like a silly mechanic until you get a monster ship that blocks everything you see. It's recommended to always have the carry out repairs and pay special crew wages checked. This way, when your ship is damaged, the moment you dock into port, it will repair your ship immediately. It would be unfortunate if you left the port with loot and only had half your health. You will eventually find special crew out at sea, which you'll need to pay them wages to keep them on your ship. Otherwise, they will reserve themselves back at port. The next 2 checked boxes are preference based, since unloading all the warehouse means everything in your resource section of your boat will be deposited into the warehouse immediately upon docking. This doesn't include the ammunition section, but some people would like to select what is transferred over. Leaving wood and cloth checked is not a bad idea, since you'll need wood to repair your hull and cloth to repair the sails at sea. Next to the cog, you'll see a 1 and a 2, which are slots to save your inventory layout. You want to load your ship with the ammo and resources you want on your ship pretty regularly. These items are the ones you should always have deposited at your warehouse for quick access, and hopefully don't have a short supply, such as plenty of cannonballs, wood, and fabric is a good choice. Then you can select between the 2 option slots at the top of your warehouse and save the layout. Now enter the port and you can simply click the slot you want to use and press apply. This will quickly load your chosen settings so you can head out to sea faster. Next you'll see the ammunition section that is shared between ports. The nice thing about this section is that you never have to worry about space or weight, so you stock up on all the ammo you can. Next you'll see that it's this port's storage, which is holding everything that isn't ammo, such as loot and resources. You'll want to keep an eye on the weight in this storage, and upgrade it by clicking the button at the bottom in the future. Clicking out of the warehouse menu and looking at the left section again, weapons is the next button to check out, which is important as you progress further into the game. The buttons on the side will allow you to remove the cannons that are equipped in different sections. And clicking on the square cannon icon on your ship will allow you to choose which cannon you'd want to put there. Closing out of that, next down is the crew for your ship. You'll always want the required amount of sailors it asks for, so that your ship has enough men to sail it properly. For which men to fill next is up for debate, so play around with different strategies before checking out more of my videos. Next is upgrades, which I'm only going to explain the way you unlock upgrades. You'll see that future upgrade sections are locked, and you need to gain experience while using that specific ship. Each ship you get requires additional resources for each section to unlock. Lastly, for the left side, there is a design section, which you have a few ways to customize your ship. The bottom left tab of your screen is how you can select different owned ships. Next to that is how you can change between flags, but be sure to read what each one does. Now for the different icons that you can see in front of you at the port. You can use your left mouse click to hold and drag to view around. Starting with the store, this is where you can spend real-world currency to buy helpful perks and packages. The town hall is used once you join a guild or faction, so don't worry about that starting out. The tavern is where you get side missions or rumors that point you to missions. This can be nice starting out to give you some direction, experience, and resources. The trading market is where each port has its own resources for sale that might cost more or less depending on the port. However, the ammunition section at the top is always the same at each port. Using the market tab at the top is where you sell goods that are called trade goods, and there's no other purpose for these other than for trade. Once again, these trade goods differ on price between each port, which is how some people actually make their money through trading. The auction tab is where players post trades with custom prices at that port only. You can even buy and sell ships in that auction. Closing out and moving over to the shipyard is where you can build your ships. There are 5 ship lines that you'll need to get experience to progress to bigger ships. You can see the blue progress line under the ships and how much experience is needed to reach the next tier. Clicking on each ship will allow you to see what resources you'll need for each one. After clicking build, the ship will start construction next to the shipyard, where you'll need to collect it when it's done. The workshop, which lets you craft multiple different resources you might need. At the top, you'll see the craft time, which is used for everything in the workshop. The craft time comes back gradually over time, and you can get different skills to make that time come back faster in the future. The smelting tab at the top allows you to smelt down old cannons that you might not continue to use. You can also turn volcanic ore into iron and antiques into copper. Next to that is the weapons tab. You are able to craft cannons for your ships. Lastly, if you go to the pirate port and look behind you, there's a pirate shop. You get pirate coins through various ways and spend them at this shop. All of this may have only created new questions, but hopefully my other videos may answer a few of them.